It's taking a passion that people have and actually continuing to develop that.
Builds people's self-esteem.
There's an optimism and a hope in the sessions.
I think it's extremely important that there are bodies like Creative Minds because it offers so much for our service users within the Trust.
I feel better when I've done any session.
It's giving people an opportunity to start to live life, to enjoy life and to develop their lives.
It's an opportunity to let your imagination run away with you for a couple of hours.
Within us there lies inherent creative potential, whether it be through dance, whether it be through drawing, painting, whether it be through singing, whether it be through sport. We all have creativity within us. And Creative Minds is about releasing that creative potential to support people's recovery.
Gardening and horticulture has been run at Newton Lodge for about 18, 19 years now. Horticultural therapies can be misunderstood because they might think it's just going up and doing a little bit of weeding and that's about it, but I see benefits of it every day, you know, with people that come up here and somebody might come up that's really quiet, but then they come out themselves and that in itself's a big thing, or they might come and just sit and relax in gardens. We have got good gardening facilities at Newton Lodge, you know, it's improving every year and well supported. Everything to do with gardening we can do. We do cuttings and sowing seeds to growing vegetables, and we've got an orchard, a little wildlife area, we've got a polytunnel that's really successful. It gives people a lot of different opportunities to try different things and learn different skills, and there's a lot of benefits from horticultural therapy. It builds people's self-esteem, it helps with socialisation and brings people together and helps them with just everyday living. It's just a bit of normality. It's a very compassionate environment. People can come up and just sit and talk and have a cup of tea and get things off the chest, and you know, it's a big thing to be able to come out and just, you know, take it for what it is, a caring garden.
What Creative Minds does is to create the partnerships within our local community that enhance our service offer going forward. So if the mission of our organisation is to enable people to realise their potential and to live well in their communities, Creative Minds supports just that.
The writing group was set up early last year as a result of a partnership with Creative Minds and U-Tree.
We thought that creative writing would be a really good art form to use because it can be done at the writer's own pace, because they can have quite a lot of autonomy. It's an opportunity to let your imagination run away with you for a couple of hours. Each moment that we're in here, people are getting a chance to be something other than service users, and you can see how much that energises, and there's an optimism and a hope in the sessions.
You can really see the buzz and the interest in the service users that are taking part, and they get real pride from the work that's created.
I first went to the writing group because I have dyslexia, and it's learned me to develop my writing skills and spelling skills. Yeah, I love it, because this is what I want to do in my life when I get out of Newton Lodge.
I think that if you don't have an opportunity to use your imagination and to think outside of your day-to-day existence, the world becomes a really grey place. So an opportunity to be creative puts colour back into everything, and that aids recovery, and it reminds people that they're individuals. It reminds people that they have a place and that they have a voice and that what they do is important.
The Creative Minds project has allowed staff and service users within the forensic service to engage and work with creative partners in a way that's quite different from our normal treatments. It's been particularly pleasing to see service users engaging in creative projects, perhaps in a way that they would have found much more difficult in our more traditional ways of working. It's not a replacement for other therapeutic activities, but it allows people to engage in a way that's quite different and is a much more sort of holistic, recovery-based experience for them.
The Open Mind Sculpture Project was funded through AIM, which is Artists in Mind in Huddersfield, and Creative Minds. We had a series of workshops to get people comfortable with using mosaics and design techniques, and then we worked for about 6 months before the lead artist Amanda Lowe came in to help us see our designs to fruition and then come up with the large Open Mind head sculpture, which is now in the grounds. It's about trying to give people the opportunity to have an open mind about mental health, and to actually kind of put yourself in their position, literally by sitting inside the head.
Well, I'm a patient in New Haven, and when I come, I decided to have a go at art, and this pottery course come up, and when I first started I didn't know how to do pottery, but I'm now quite good at it.
I feel better when I've done any session, because obviously your mental health can affect you when you're sat about bored. You can start thinking about stuff that upsets you and that. So it's good to keep busy, to get them thoughts off your mind.
Projects that Creative Minds and AIM are able to help support us with are even more rewarding in some respects, because you can do very ambitious things. Just to see everybody getting involved and kind of bouncing ideas around and giving positivity to each other is really excellent.
Many of the service users within our services have a lot of difficulties beyond just their mental health problems, a lot of disadvantages from their past and a lot of social difficulties. And working within group settings in a more creative way can allow them to address those issues without it seeming to be part of their actual treatment. Although it's scientifically very difficult to evaluate the impact of some of these projects, on a day-to-day basis you see people engaging in a way which is very positive, very recovery focused and very pleasing to see.
The Good Mood League has been running 6 or 7 years. It's a trust-wide activity, so you have 5 activities that take place in a year. You have 4 league events, and also you have 1 cup event, and that cup event normally takes place around World Mental Health Day. It's gone from strength to strength over the last couple of years. That is due to the funding that we've received through Creative Minds. There's a huge amount of pleasure that service users and carers and the teams get from playing each other. As a service user myself, I would suffer with severe anxiety and depression. Friday afternoon, 2 till 3, they had a football group. That's what got me back into starting to re-engage with society in life and get some enjoyment again. In the last 12 months, as the profile was raised, there was an opportunity then for the forensic units over at Fieldhead to take part. What made such a difference was getting people out of a physically secure environment and to give them a bit of solace, to give them a bit of space where they could actually go and play and get some enjoyment. It's taking a passion that people have and actually continuing to develop that. So we have people using the forensic units who are now doing their level 1 Football Association coaching. It's better because it gets people to have a bit of confidence, a bit of pride in themselves, a bit of oomph to get them out and get them up and running. And that's what it's all about. It's giving people an opportunity to start to live life, to enjoy life and to develop their lives.